Welcome back to the world that y'all create again. And here we have the Technoblade statue that y'all requested. Here, one of y'all requested for me to make a Technoblade statue, so I did that. And here are the materials that I used for it. I actually had to follow a tutorial for this, so it took quite a while. It took a few hours. Oh yeah, there's also barriers outside here because I didn't want anything like that huge TNT, like a huge TNT exploding and breaking this thing, so I put barriers all over it. On the inside, I also added a lot. I added a lot of potatoes on the inside. So, in the inside here, we have shelves full of potatoes, and there's so much that apparently it actually lags a bit. Also, there's these empty bright spots here, is because I put lights so it wouldn't be that dark around. And these patterns actually follow what it looks like outside. For example, behind this, there's actually a gold block, and here I put a bamboo shelf because it's also yellow. And also up here, we also have the head part. And the head part is also the same, but just with baked potatoes. There's a bunch of these. So yeah, that's the Technoblade statue and stuff. Alright, also I'm gonna go on to the next one. One of y'all requested for me to do a small dirt castle, so here's what I built. Just kidding, it's actually this. It's actually this big. So I'm not gonna do this in survival. Basically, you just get a shovel, break through, because this is the door. I didn't make actual doors because it didn't really seem to fit the vibe. I did use mud bricks though, it seemed to fit, and added a lot of detail and stuff. So there's more shovels just in case you need more shovels to open this front door here. So this is the first floor. There's a little couch here. There's a little couch here with banners on it, so it looks like cushions. And there's also a small table with dirt on it. I couldn't think of anything else for this. It just felt like the first floor was kind of empty. Here we have the bedroom where we have 2 beds, so it's big beds, and here we have a flower pot again and dirt. Also, this window here gives you a nice view of the Technoblade statue. Up this ladder, we get to go to the throne room because this is a castle. Here I have guards. They're actually armor stands. I wanted to use mannequins, but I couldn't really figure out how to work those out, so I just used armor stands. They were way more simple. So here is the throne, and you can fit on this pretty well, and it looks like this about. Also here we have a shulker box of the materials that we used. These are all the materials that I used, and I did use debug sticks a bit. And here's the very top of everything. It gives a great view of most of the stuff around and stuff like that. And the only other part in this third castle is that in here there's this little tower area where you can, there's also a shovel so you can solder this, and you climb up the ladder, and this yeah, you can come up here, and this area is probably good for like, it's kind of like a mini watchtower, but it's not as high as this one. So like if you're like the king or queen, you can see higher than the watchtowers can. I couldn't figure out how to put like a little stand or something to put spyglasses here, so I didn't, part of my plan for this part here was actually to put like some spyglasses and stuff around, but couldn't think of a good way to do it. Also, there's also one of these on the other side. And also the last thing that I added is this pond here, because one of my friends requested it. So here we have the pond. It's supposed to look kind of like a lily pad shape, but I didn't make it too well. So here we have a little chair just in case you want to inspect the cute little aquatic animals. Yeah, my friend actually requested to put axolotls and turtles here. So I also put a little chair here so I can inspect them. Here there's also a bamboo candle just in case, because I think it adds a bit more to the vibe even though it doesn't really fit here, I feel like. But I did kind of want to add it. So yeah, here I added a few more one of these small flowers like wildflowers and pink petals, and I also put some of these peonies because I think peonies really fit lakes apparently. And here there's this little sand area which is supposed to fit with the turtles, because this is actually an armor stand with a turtle shell on it in the sand and stuff. And also added a golden dandelion here because I use golden dandelions on all these small baby moths because they just look cute as babies. I feel like it wouldn't look too good if they just grew up and there were no rabies here. So yeah, that's it for today, and thanks for watching. Also, see you in the next vid, and comment down your ideas. Bye.